It's the Imperfect Gardener. Okay, so here's my trellis thingy that I made. I just bought this net thing, stuck it up with these big green stakes. I still got to do a little more tying it off, and I think I should put a line right across the top that's like I don't know, like maybe some twine or something that's really strong to tie that top part to. And I may need to put one more stake there midway, I think, just to make sure when it gets too full it's not going to all fall over. But I wanted to get the cucumbers in. So there all the cucumbers are. I've got them labeled. I've got them all in their spots. And I was just going to mention, some of them I had, when I repotted them, when I was growing them indoors from seeds, and then as I repotted them, I put maybe 2 or 3 in some of the pots, some of the bigger pots. And so just to be safe, I went ahead and stuck those right in just the way they were. I didn't try to divide the cucumbers from each other that were in the pot. I left them together, and I think that that's a good choice because I didn't want to destroy any roots or mess anything up. So like this one, if you look close, this has like 1, 2, 3 main stems down in here. But it won't matter because they're all in one spot. And then as they start growing up, I'll, give one of them a little encouragement to go over here, one up this side and one up that side. And so I left enough space for that, for the ones that had more than one together. Here's hoping they do great, praying they do great. Here's some of the ones that had sun damage. You can see these white leaves. This is from sun scald, sunburn, whatever you want to call it, sun damage. They're coming back pretty well. I'm going to give, because I just planted them right now, I'm going to give them a day or two because I just transplanted them. Then I'm going to come out and cut off these bad leaves. But right now I'm going to leave them. I don't want to cut them off right this second because I just shocked them, put them in the ground. So we'll give them a day or so and then we'll cut those off. I'm just real excited. I got all those in. Down at the end I have some watermelon I put in. And down here I have zucchini, yellow zucchini and green zucchini and lots of eggplant, which is supposed to be good for you, right? So I'm going to learn how to cook more things with that this year. And I have some cantaloupe down here. We'll see what happens with that. And then here I put some seeds in, acorn squash, some variety that's supposed to do well in the smaller areas. So anyway, everything is planted at this point except I have one row left over here. If you look over here, I have one row that's not even completely raked up yet over on that side, which I think will be great because I'm thinking of putting in a row of peas over there maybe in a couple of weeks that will be fresh peas, a little later coming up than the ones that I have at the back fence right now. I have my corn over there growing. I'm very excited. Everything's looking great. So there's the trellis. Again, I'm going to add a few more things to make it a little stronger. And then we're going to see how these grow up. It's the first year I've grown my cucumbers up. I've always before just put them in like a big square. Instead of having it like a single row, it would be like 2 rows wide, like a big square thing, and just let them grow all over the ground. So this is the first time I'm going to try out letting them grow up something, and we'll see how they do. Pretty excited. I'm also trying something with my zucchini. If I can sneak down here. One new thing over here. I saw someone online, I think it was Gary, he does a lot of videos. He said you could put your zucchini in a cage like this, a tomato cage, and encourage it to grow up inside here. And then, of course, he said you're going to need to add a little stake here to make this stronger. However, this helps keep the leaves up off the ground. So I'm going to try that. I've always let my zucchini just sprawl. So I'm going to try seeing if it'll grow a little bit up this cage. And then these ones down here, I got to still figure out what I'm going to do with them. So whether I want to try to grow them up or not. Look at that terrible leaf, that poor thing. Again, I'm going to wait. I'm just going to wait until this is settled in the ground and over the shock of that. And then I'll cut off that leaf that got sun scald. So, very exciting. I've even got flowers on these things. they were still in pots and they were growing flowers. Very, very nice. So have fun gardening.